ex, mamacita. So, I don't know about you guys, but I never really had any advice on sex as a younger person. If you think I'm gonna sit here and tell you how to like sleep with a girl, this is not the video. Not today, anyway. But one day I'll do that because I mean that's inevitable coming from me. But this is not the day. Now, before I get into this, I also want to say that everybody's different. Some of these things that I have thought of don't even apply to me, and some of them do. And I know for other people, you're probably going to be relate, and some things you're not going to be able to relate. So just know there's just kind of more like generalizations. So mainly, I'm kind of just talking to like other trans guys out there who kind of need this. But this can also just be for anybody. Here's a little advice that I would have liked to had somebody tell me when I started being sexually active. One of the things is like age and when. I honestly feel like whenever you feel comfortable at a decent age though, like don't be gross, then whatever. Although I do advocate for people to wait till they're like 18 or whatever, but do you? I have no control over anybody's life except my own, so I can't stop y'all from being nasties if you're gonna be nasties. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and you're in control of it, like you can say yes and you can say no, and no means no and yes means yes. So although yes can also mean no, like oh my god, that's the only one thing I learned from college is that consent is not just sexy, it's necessary. Other than that, I didn't learn shit, but I definitely learned about consent, so thank you, college. So, specifically speaking, as like a trans FTM guy, there's a lot more that goes in to sleeping with somebody because some FTMs are out, some FTMs are stealth, and some, are able to just have relations without, being like, hold on, let's have a conversation about who I am. And that's great. And then there's other people who have to like, wait, hold on, let me tell you this thing. Me personally, I like to tell the girl just because it's easier, so later on she can't like bring it up and act like it was like news to her. So I prefer just to tell the girl, be like, hey, look, this is what it is, but if you ain't about that, like, door's over there, bye. And then I know other guys who are like more stealth about it. Not to say that I haven't been with girls where I've been stealth, but for the most part, I found like I personally just feel like I'd rather just let them know. But then if you're gonna be stealth, there are ways to still be stealth and sleep with somebody. And you can be pre-up, you can be everything, and you can still be stealth. So like tips for that, or just knowing how to dress yourself. I know that sounds really weird, but bear with me. Depending on how you bind and what you use to bind, whatever, and how you layer the clothes, there are dudes who sleep with girls who, just like unzip their pants, right? And you can do that too. So that's a thing you can do. If you have had top surgery, you can take off your shirt and just have like, you can wear like basketball shirts or boxers or something. Boxers are really, really good because you can have like boxer briefs or something tighter, like even your harness on you, and then have your boxers and then just have it out like that. Those are some tips for you. Like figure out how to work with your clothing in bed. You don't have to be naked to have sex. Bet you didn't know that fact. Another really big thing is boundaries. Know your boundaries. And that goes into another thing, which is know yourself. Know yourself. Know what you like, what you don't like, what makes you feel uncomfortable. That's something that can just be like you already know, and that's sometimes that you have to like experience things in order to gain that knowledge. So, just take the time to know your preferences. This goes back to the first thing I was saying at the beginning is don't feel pressured. Like never feel pressured to have sex with somebody. It should never be something that's an obligation, it should be like two people or multiple. I don't know what you guys are into, like whatever you're into. As long as who's ever in the situation, y'all are consenting and y'all are like I'm down, and there's no pressure. It's just a very good environment. So make sure you're in a decent environment, whether it's a relationship or a hookup or whatever the case may be. Just make sure you don't feel pressured and that you feel good in that situation, environment, etc., etc. Don't overthink. Another tip: be prepared for dysphoria to strike, and that also goes into communication, like with your partner. Like, you need to be able to communicate with them and be like, hey, you know what? I might freak the fuck out for no apparent reason and just need to stop doing this. So if that happens, just be patient with me. If you have like a supportive partner, whether it's like your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, or just like somebody you're hooking up with, you really don't understand like how much that helps somebody. Like, that can turn your sex game from being 100 to 500. So, but yeah, just know yourself and also communicate. Like, know your partner, whatever. Know yourself, know them, communicate, know each other. Be open in the sense that don't let one bad experience make all your experiences bad, or make you stop experiencing things or life or whatever. I know we're talking about sex, so obviously talking about don't let one bad sex experience ruin the rest of sex for you. But this applies to like everything else. Sometimes you are your own worst enemy, so don't do that to yourself. Yeah, anyway, this video was more serious than I thought it ever was gonna be. Thank you guys for watching. If you could relate to this video in any way, please hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment below saying how you agreed or you disagreed, or how some of these things were completely off base, or how some of them hit home. Let me know. Also, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, and or you want to get more TMI with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you can check out my links down below. All my social medias are down there if you want to go check those out. You can send me questions or whatever topics you want to talk about, and yeah, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out. They don't want relationship. Welcome to the real world.